Have you ever noticed how quickly irritation rises when something doesn't meet your standards? For many leaders, that irritation doesn't remain small. It builds. It shows up in their tone, in meetings and conversations, in performance reviews. And over time, it contributes to stress and eventually burnout. Having standards is healthy. They create clarity. They help people to understand what matters and what success looks like. Perfectionism, however, is different. Perfectionism adds emotional pressure to the standard. It makes outcomes feel personal and it narrows the tolerance for mistakes. It turns this matters into this has to be flawless. And that pressure doesn't just affect you, it affects your team. When your nervous system remains activated, always scanning for errors, always correcting, always tightening, stress becomes chronic. Chronic stress is what drives burnout. I'm Dr. Julie Donley, and in my leadership coaching work, I see this pattern often in high performing, highly capable leaders. They value excellence, they care deeply, and slowly that care turns into pressure. I worked with a senior leader who prided herself on having high standards. Her team respected her expertise and she was respected by higher ups as well, but her team was hesitant to bring forward ideas unless they were fully polished. She found herself reviewing and rewriting much of their work. If someone would present a PowerPoint, for example, she would redo it all. Deadlines felt really tight. Meetings felt tense. And honestly, she was exhausted. She was overwhelmed with the sheer volume of work. But when we slowed it down, she realized that what she was calling high standards had quietly shifted into perfectionism and control. Wasn't just clarifying expectations, she was tightening them and making them impossible. Her team began playing it safe. Creativity dropped, collaboration decreased. People didn't know how to work with her. And she felt increasingly alone in carrying the load of the work. And that's how burnout develops, not from standards, but from rigidity and emotional pressure. So, high standards ask, what does good look like here? Perfectionism asks, why isn't this flawless yet? High standards allow room for learning and growth, for mistakes. Perfectionism creates a stressed environment where mistakes feel costly and people are not safe. When leaders operate from constant pressure, their executive presence changes, tone sharpens, patience shortens, and stress spreads. So remember that while standards create clarity, flexibility will preserve your energy. So when irritation rises, when you feel yourself feeling that irritation, pause and ask yourself, is this a clear standard that needs reinforcement? Are people clear about what needs to be done? Or is this a preference that I'm treating as a non negotiable? What outcome really matters here? What level of excellence is appropriate for this situation? And where is this person in being able to achieve that level of excellence? Then communicate that clearly. When standards are visible and realistic, people step up, they produce. When they feel unattainable, however, people disengage, they check out. So take a moment to reflect on your situation. Where might perfectionism be increasing your stress or quietly contributing to burnout on your team? Calm leadership doesn't lower standards, it applies them with clarity, flexibility, and emotional intelligence. If this was helpful, then be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more strategies on leading at the speed of people. I'm Dr. Julie Donley. Till next time, happy leading.